Hey, Michael.
The fuck you doing, man? Why are you wearing a mask?
It's freezing outside.
Dude, it's like 90 degrees out there. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Just let me cut this sandwich, man, and then we'll go get down to business and film the episode.
That's your sandwich.
Why the fuck did you bring... Sledgehammer Horror. I am Ken Sledge. Joining me today is one of my really good friends, Michael Hanning. We are going to be talking about his first horror movie, which is
Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter.
There you go. Now, this is a movie I think for all of us that meant a lot to us. A lot of us, this is our favorite Jason movies. So, what about this movie do you think affected you the most?
I just remember when I was younger, it being the first horror movie I ever saw. I didn't really know that they made movies like this, so I was really put off. I think part of me thought that it was real. My dad that I was watching it with at the time actually had to explain to me that it was fake. They were all actors. It was just makeup, but it still has stuck with me, especially because it was the most, at the time, the goriest of the Jason movies out. So it definitely stuck with me.
It's funny you say that because I remember being young, my aunt had to tell me that actors were actors because I seen Lou Diamond Phillips in another movie, and I thought he was Richie Valens, and he died in La Bamba. So it's funny that you say that. When you think about this movie, what's the first memory that pops? What do you remember the most about this movie?
I remember feeling very tense for the characters, because you could see Jason stalking them in a lot of the scenes. Lots of shots through the windows. You know he's out there watching. You hear the so you know that he's there. Lots of tension, for sure.
And it's funny you say that because another thing, when I was a kid, I tried to make up my own stuff. And I used to think that he said kill, 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 die, 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 instead of the ch-ch-ch. And I had everybody convinced of that, and now, like, it seems so stupid. Do you remember how old you were when you seen this movie?
I would say 5 or 6.
Such an impressionable age for horror.
Yeah, especially this movie. Now that I've rewatched it, it's like, I can't believe I watched this when I was that young. I actually, it's funny because my dad could do a really good impression of the and he would do it all the time. Like he would send me into a relative's house to get something while they weren't home, and he would make that noise as I was walking inside, and it would just terrify me.
It's funny now looking back at why these movies mean so much to us. In my episode, I talked about the movie House, which I think is probably so impactful to me because of my grandma, who I watched it with. And you're talking about your dad. Is that, you said you watched it with your dad for the first time. When we talk about stuff like that, do you think that that's another reason this movie sticks out to you so much?
I would definitely say so. And just the horror genre in general. My dad was really big into horror. I'm really big into horror now. It makes me think of my dad when I watch movies. So he passed on in 2011. So it's just, I don't know, part of a way to remember him.
Right. It's one of those things where it keeps him alive.
Yeah.
So when you think about this movie, and you think about your favorite scenes, what are some of the scenes that pop out to you personally?
Definitely the whole sequence with Axel, the creepy coroner. I find that whole scene just really funny. The brutality of the kills, the Harpoon kill, when he gets his face smashed through the shower door, it's brutal.
Yeah. When he gets his face smashed through the shower door, that's one of the ones that I always remember when I think about this movie. If you had to pick your favorite moment or your favorite part of the movie, what do you think your favorite part or moment would be?
I would definitely say the Harpoon kill. It's great.
We were talking before, and I think that my favorite part of this movie, and it still to this day is my favorite, is the way Jason dies at the end with the machete going down his face.
And he slides down the...
Yeah, and just the brutality that he killed him with. That Tommy Jarvis, he had already shaved his head, and he's in that mind frame. And I feel like in that moment, for me, he really encapsulated what Jason Voorhees was. and the brutality that he killed Jason with really stuck with me as a kid. That's one of the things that I remember when I was a kid, is how Tommy Jarvis, a kid that was my age, just went ham on Jason Voorhees with a machete. You know, so you have kids now.
Yeah.
Is this something you would watch with your children?
Not for a long time, I would say. Definitely when he's older, I would like to introduce him to horror, but not at 5 or 6, no.
We were talking about the Axel clip.
Yeah.
Let's look at that real quick.
Hi, girl. Thanks for waiting. Oh, no.
Now, Axel, total creep. We all know that. But I think that we can't talk about this movie without talking about Crispin Glover.
Yes.
Crispin Glover, to me, I've talked about it before. Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. So obviously I got a soft spot for my George McFly. But you have a fun fact about Crispin Glover's
his crazy dance scene. When they originally filmed the movie, they were playing Back in Black by AC/DC, and then the Lion song that's in the movie was added in afterwards. And he actually has said that dance that he did in that scene is stuff, that's what he would do at clubs when he was out dancing. So that's real life that he was doing there.
While we're talking about Crispin Glover, before we go to the dance scene, just how awkward his character is in this movie.
Yes.
Couple examples.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go swimming, and the girls are obviously thinking about skinny dipping, and they bring up swimming, and he says, we can't go swimming, we don't have any suits.
And one thing that I talked about, I'm not a huge fan of, but if you're into the comedy aspect, his dead fuck angle.
Oh yeah.
You know, and his friend, let's put it in the computer.
Yeah, let's put that, and then towards the end, he brings her the underwear, and let's put this into your computer.
So, while we're talking about Crispin Glover, let's check out that dance scene real quick.
Would you care to dance? This is good. Oh, well, good.
Don't ask me to stay. Don't think you got it made. No, you're wrong. 'Cause you can't make it anymore. I know what you're waiting for. I should turn away and walk right out that door because I know.
If I had moves like that, I wouldn't have my 3 kids. So, a big thing about horror movie with me, a thing that I look for in every single horror movie is brutality of the kills and how well the kills are executed. While we're talking about kills, what do you think out of all the kills in this movie was your absolute favorite kill?
Definitely the harpoon gun kill. It was brutal. He swims to the lake because his girlfriend left him earlier in the film, and he finds her dead body in the raft, and he swims away. He's in a dead panic, and then a harpoon gun through the crotch before you even know what happened.
So is this something that is the reason it stuck with you because it was through the crotch, or do you think it's just the whole everything about it mixed together?
Everything about it.
I think every guy, when they see a harpoon gun, like that really sticks with them. But now you get to see a harpoon gun through the crotch. We can all agree that there is never a good time to take a harpoon in the crotch. Another thing we can't talk about without talking about the Friday the 13th, we all have our favorite kills, but every Friday the movie has that other kill. Every Friday movie has a list of kills. Is there another kill as an honorable mention maybe that has stuck with you throughout the years?
I would say the face smash scene in the shower. Doug is taking a shower. Him and his girlfriend had just gotten done having sex. They're in a good mood. He's singing. All of a sudden, the light in the bathroom cuts off. You know what's going on, but he doesn't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. He thinks it's his girlfriend messing with him. Next thing you know, there's a giant hand coming through the shower door right at him.
Now you guys get to check that out.
Was it Paulie? Paulie. Hey, Paulie, is that you? Hey, Paulie. Whoops. Dropped my bar of softballs, buddy. Lucky it in here was the old pal. Ho, 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 ho.
I think we can also agree there is never a good time to have your face smashed in. Another thing we're going to start doing on the show is fun facts. Something that I didn't know or you didn't know, so that way maybe to give us a deeper appreciation of the movie. But before we get into that, is there any other characters or scenes you want to talk about?
Yeah, definitely like to talk about Rob. They meet him. He's kind of this badass, mysterious character. He walks out of the woods when their car breaks down. He says that his sister Sandra was killed by Jason previously, and he helps them fix their car. Throughout the whole show, he's just shown as this big battle leading between him and Jason. He's hunting him the whole time, trying to find him. And then they finally meet, and he just gets his ass kicked. There's no fight or battle whatsoever. It's over instantly.
And Sandra was actually a character in a previous Friday film that had been killed.
Yes.
So it was cool to watch them reconnect that together.
Yeah.
Any other scenes or characters?
Yeah, the scene right after they meet Rob, they pick him up. He's a hitchhiker. They've never met him before. They take him back to their house, introduce him to the mother, and he immediately goes to the boys' room with him alone. Nobody objects to it. Random stranger they just met on the street. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm going to go to your son's room with him. Nobody says anything about
Little
it.
Tommy Jarvis loved it. And it's funny because I bet you a scene like that probably wouldn't even be filmed today.
No.
Now, we have some fun facts. I'm hoping to learn a little something here too. I didn't let him share these with me. These are fun facts that he has that maybe, like I said, will help us get a deeper appreciation of the movie, the film, the characters. So what are some of the fun facts you got for us, Michael?
During the scene with Axel, the creepy coroner, there is an aerobicized video playing, and the girl that's in the aerobicized video actually ended up being in Friday the 13th Part 7.
Okay.
Another thing that I thought was interesting is Ted White, the man who played Jason in this film, was actually the oldest to ever play Jason. He was 58 years old at the time that they filmed this.
It's funny because you think about Kane Hodder and all the stunts he did. Then you think about a 58-year-old man
Yeah.
trying to do these same stunts. So, it's funny you say Ted White. I always thought his name was Ted Green.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Ted Green.
Any other? That's crazy. I'm going to have to watch that again to watch the video and then look for her.
Yeah.
That's really cool how they tied those in together. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am Ken Sledge. This is Michael Hanning. This has been my first horror movie. We'll see you guys again soon.